If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. We back. GMS fam, the green room, what's going on, everybody, man? Welcome back. Much love to every single one of y'all, man. I'm so glad y'all pulled up today, man. GMS fam, the green room. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way in. It's been a while, man, so make sure y'all support in a real way, man. We need to get back into these algorithms, man. I took some time off. Had to handle some business, had to do my thing, man. Had to, make sure I got some things in line, you know what I'm saying? Brother lost his microphone, brother. My microphone died on me, man. I had to buy a new microphone. I had to do all types of stuff, but we are here. Nonetheless, we are here, man. Let me know, how am I sounding, man? Am I too loud? I got a new microphone. I don't know how it sounds. I can't hear it in my headphones. So y'all got to be the ones to let me know, all right? Let me know. Am I too loud? Is it too soft? Is it too low? Let me know. Let me know before I get started, because I want to make sure that we are doing this right. All right. What up, man? GMS fam, it's been a while, man. Shout out to Safe Zone. Shout out to Wilt Stumbling 45. Shout out to Hot One. Shout out to Golden Radio Hour. One Fast R. BOKC. What's going on, man? What's happening is in the building. This is live, man. This is not pre-recorded. This is a live show. Vale is in the building, man. Illmatic is in the building. Golden Radio Hour is in the building. All in the soil, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. Thank y'all, man. Mr. Davis is in the building. Shout out to you, man. All right, y'all saying the audio is cool. That means we can get the show started, man. We can go ahead and review what's been going on lately, man. I know it's been like a month since I did a live show. We could go over all the things that have happened over a month, but y'all don't seen it, man. There's other YouTube channels and other people out there that and other outlets talking about the news, man. We don't need to go over the past, all right? We don't need to go over no old stuff. We don't have to go over no old stuff. We can go right into what's happening right now, all right? Now, for those of you out there who have paid attention, we're going to start with the 5150 realm, you know what I'm saying? Since we just coming back, we're going to start with what's hot right now. So Corey Holcomb got himself into a physical altercation with another female comedian by the name of Cristina Payne. They were right outside the Hollywood Improv, and what happened was some words were exchanged, tempers flared, and there ended up being punches thrown, all right? Now, this all started when Corey brought it to the people's attention that he needed security. Now, he didn't necessarily say exactly why. He did not go into detail about what happened to him, but he made it very clear that there was something that happened where he needed to feel, or where he needed security, because people do too much and a lot of people are erratic. So everybody was kind of wondering, well, what happened? But they kind of left it at that. A woman by the name of Cristina Payne decided to go to her Instagram and publicly out Corey for assaulting her, allegedly. Put this man in a position to have to defend himself and the story. Now, I will say, we have heard so many things from Corey. He has said so many wild things. He has said a lot of things that people may think is disrespectful, or people may think is a sign of somebody who may be abusive. But one thing we have never heard about is Corey putting his hands on a woman. Now, he may have talked about it on his podcast, saying, "Oh, I'll slap her. Oh, if I never put my, or I'll hit her, but I won't hit her that hard." You could tell he's putting up jokes. You could tell. Now, we have never heard about Corey putting his hands on somebody, and I made a good point last time we were live and talking about this. I said his baby mom, who I'm sure you guys know hates his guts, went on Tasha K to do a tell-all and to try to make that man look bad. But not once in that entire interview did she bring up that Corey put his hands on her. Now, if somebody hates you to the core, if somebody is willing to go on somebody else's platform and say that you like booty play, they sure as hell is not gonna stop at, he put his hands on me. So I'm just trying to use, what do they call it, man? When you weed out certain possibilities. Now, I do know, and we know, people that have followed 5150 and have listened to things that Corey has said in the past. He has said that no woman should put their hands on a man without expecting to get hit back. This is what Corey says. So if we're hearing that Corey put his hands on a woman outside of a comedy club where he frequents a lot, something must have happened to trigger that. To me, personally, Corey does not seem like the type of person that'll just haul off and hit a girl because she says something to him. I think, and this is just me, I fully believe that Corey has the ability to say something back to a woman if she says something to him. He's fully capable of handling himself verbally. He doesn't shy away from speaking his mind, so it would be out of character, out of the ordinary for a woman to say something to him and Corey not say something back, but instead strike with full force. Okay? That's just my opinion. But I don't know what happened that night. All we know is the stories that we are about to hear. Okay? Now, Corey went on his 5150 show after she went on her Instagram to call him a woman beater and to claim all these things that happened. He went on his show and explained that this woman has a history. She has a history of being belligerent and violent and causing issues. He also detailed what happened. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind before we play the new discoveries from her Tasha K interview, I want y'all to keep in mind that her original post on Instagram, in her caption, said that this was part of a roast. She explained it very well. She said, matter of fact, I'm gonna go to her Instagram right now. We're gonna go to her Instagram right now, and we're gonna see exactly what she typed. Because if she has a lawyer involved, which she's claiming to have, she's claiming that she has a lawyer involved who told her to chill out. Now, I will say this. She sat up and teased the video. This is what made me, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Before we get to the video and before we get to the clips and showing y'all what she said about this incident, what made me feel like this story was cap was the fact that she kept teasing a possible video. She kept teasing the video. She kept saying, oh, the Hollywood Improv, they got security footage and we finna drop the video. We finna drop this, all this. And nothing has happened. And after hearing Corey's side of the story, in my opinion, that video is going to justify his actions. Now, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Now, what if Christina is just not posting it because she wants people to think that the video works against her favor and makes her look bad, and then all of a sudden she drops a bombshell of footage of Corey attacking her? Well, at that moment, I'll say I apologize and Corey is a horrible human, but until then, drop the video. Please. I don't know anybody who will be in a situation where they said they were attacked, and it doesn't matter if you're going against him as far as a lawsuit. If the video shows that you were attacked, you could post it if you want to. I don't think that'll mess up your case at all. Correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody knows any legal terms that they want to share, or any legal advice that you want to share on this platform today, let me know. But I'm pretty sure that if there was a video of you getting attacked, it will work against your favor if you showed it. Also, if you wanted to destroy Corey for what he allegedly did to you by attacking you unprovoked, that would be the easiest way to get him up out the paint. I mean, he's an alleged woman hater. You created merch, you created t-shirts. I don't know if y'all saw this, man, but she dropped t-shirts. This is why I think she's clout chasing. I don't know any woman on this earth, and maybe it's just because it's the women I know. I don't know every woman, but every woman that I know on this earth would never go on a campaign to promote themselves and try to profit off of them being assaulted by a man. Where's the police report? Why was Corey never arrested? Why were there people there that saw what happened and didn't do anything besides a security guard who you allegedly already have a relationship with? Now, I don't know what their relationship is. Corey claimed that was her husband, but she never addressed him as her husband, and he never addressed her as his wife. So I don't know if they are a couple, but they clearly know each other in some way, shape, or form, because he also had the t-shirts that she's selling. Those t-shirts that say Corey Holcomb hates women, and then t-shirts for Corey Holcomb fans that say Corey's #1 dick eaters or something like that. I just don't believe, in my honest opinion, that somebody that went through something like this will be trying to profit in that way. Now, we are at the point where she teased the video. The video hasn't dropped. The narrative didn't work to try to cancel him. It didn't work enough. You need more people. You need more evidence. You need more witnesses. You drop t-shirts. I know them motherfuckers ain't selling, because how are you selling a t-shirt against somebody who is universally loved in the comedy sector, in the comedy world? He has way more people on his side than you would ever in life to sell a t-shirt going against him. Nobody's going to be walking around LA or at any of these comedy clubs with a Corey Holcomb hates women t-shirt besides you and maybe the Bodyguard. Now, I am not trying to discredit her story. I am just building my opinion based off of her actions. Now, like I said, before I play this clip, I want y'all to hear this caption. When she wrote on her Instagram, Corey Holcomb is a woman beater. She said, now, if I was a white woman and this little dick worthless piece of shit hit her, what do you expect to happen? So why should it be any lesser of consequences if it happened to me? I was taught as a child to keep my hands to myself. Evidently, Corey Holcomb wasn't raised right, and his mama didn't love him enough to teach him to respect women. In the game of roasting, dozens, capping, we all know that whomever cries or wants to fight loses. And this dickless little boy lost it. So remember this. She said, in the game of roasting, dozens, and capping. She is saying that Corey was too sensitive for the jokes, and that's what made him land a couple haymakers on her. Now, I'm going to play that first. We're going to play that first. I want y'all to hear what she had to say in this instance, her recollection of the story. And then after we do that, we're going to go to the fact that the bodyguard that helped him, the bodyguard who ended up fighting Corey, who Corey said he had pinned on the ground, said that wasn't the way he recollect the story. And they also say that they claim that this bodyguard got jumped by Corey Holcomb and his minions after he tried to interject. Now, I will say this just for good measure. I have seen it quite a bit over time, and I'm sure you guys have probably seen it as well on the internet. There's been several videos that display a woman putting her hands on a man first, or being belligerent or trying to do X, Y, and Z in a man's face and threatening them all types of stuff, while everybody stands around and does absolutely nothing. Not even after the woman strikes the man. But as soon as the man hits her back, then you see people coming left and right. Hey, man, what the fuck? Hey, you cool? Hey, bro, you don't hit a female, man. What's wrong with you, man? You hit a female, man. He'd be like, hey, nigga, where was you before she hauled off and punched me in my shit? Now, me personally, me being 6'5", 265 pounds, I know not to strike a woman, because not only am I not somebody who believes in that in a situation where if a woman is just talking to you reckless, just walk away, man, because you already know. This is what I teach people, man. When you have the upper hand, there's no reason for you to get up in arms or try to get offended or feel, slighted or disrespected. You know what you can do to somebody. It's like if a little kid walked up to you talking crazy and saying he'll beat your ass. You know you can kick that kid in the chest and send him to the hospital. There's no reason to engage. There's absolutely no reason to engage. I don't believe in it personally, but I also believe in the fact that everybody's different. Everybody's different. And one thing I teach my daughter is that not every man is the same. Not every man is going to give you the respect, or not every man is going to think that there is a value in not putting his hands on you. There's a lot of men out here who believe that if you get in their face, they deserve to defend themselves, let alone actually hitting them. So when you keep these things in mind, you might move differently. But there are some people out here who don't get that. They don't grasp that concept. So then they go on and do things that land them in a situation where they get punched the fuck out. It's not a pretty sight to see. And as much as anybody don't want to condone it, that is life. That's life. It happens. Now, let's go to this video, man, because I want y'all to hear her talk about this situation. And trust me, I knew it was going to take somebody like Tasha K to be the person to interview her and get her story out there. She claims that TMZ was going to drop the story. Rumor has it, I couldn't confirm it. I didn't see it, but some people saw it and said that Harvey declined to run the story. Harvey declined to interview her. And one thing that she did on that Instagram post was tag everybody else but the LAPD. She tagged everybody but law enforcement, Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, TMZ, all these outlets to try to run a story of you getting assaulted by somebody instead of getting this man jammed up with the proper authorities. If he did what you are claiming he did, tell me what satisfaction or what type of consequence do you think is going to come from trying to use the internet with somebody who has more favor on the internet than you do? This man has a cult fan base There is not one single 5150 chat room goon that's gonna sit there and be like, I can't fuck with Corey no more because he punched this bitch in the face. Most of them niggas that listen to Corey will punch a bitch in the face. So they don't give a fuck. And that's just me keeping it real about what I see. All right, let's get to it, man, because I'm going on and on, but let's get to this clip here. Now, what you're gonna listen to is the interview, a part of the interview with Tasha K and Cristina Payne, where she details what happened that night, man. Listen here.
Come out the improv, I walk out. He is looking at me, like looking at me up and down. He catches me looking at him, watching me type thing. So then he goes, "What you looking at, bitch?" And I was like, oh, wow, immediately. This is how we're starting, immediately, right? And he's 12 feet away from me at this point in time. He is going, "Fuck you then, bitch." But right before I got out there, he just told two of my friends, "Oh, I can't even be out here fighting like that because my wrist ain't even all the way healed yet." He's like talking, going back and forth, like, "Your mama a hoe." I'm like, "Oh, okay, your mama's a hoe. Like, you a bitch." I'm like, "Okay, you're a bitch." And I'm just like, what are we doing here? This is so childish. I was like, God didn't tell you I was one of his favorites? He didn't tell you to leave me alone?
That in itself sounds so crazy to me. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but whenever a motherfucker come out and say, "Anybody told you that I'm God's favorite? You shouldn't." First of all, God don't have no favorites. Anybody on this earth that thinks that God has favorited them out of everybody else in this world is cuckoo for Cocoa motherfucking puffs, dog. And I'm not gonna take that back. And I love God. I believe in God wholeheartedly. I'm trying to get to heaven just like everybody else. But to say that in the middle of conflict is wild to me. You could say that I have God's favor. You could say that I'm protected by God, but his favorite? You're going to have to eat those words if what you're saying isn't true. If what happened didn't happen according to your recollection, you are using God's name in vain. Also, please refer back to what she just said in the beginning. She said she walked out of the Hollywood Improv to see Corey mean mugging her. To which she looked back at him and he said, "What you looking at, bitch?" Does that sound to me? Now I'm asking y'all. Let me know in the chat. Does that sound like they were having a roast session? Like they was capping on each other? Is that what that sounded like? Or did it sound like Corey saw a woman mean mugging him and he said something to her? Therefore, there was no jokes involved. There was no lightheartedness. Also, due to history, he's not very fond of you. So clearly there have been issues already. Let's keep going.
I said, please believe you keep this up and it's only going to get worse for you. He was still talking all woo woo woo, da 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 da. It's people all in front of us. He reaches over two people and walks up to hit me in my face. Like, and folks are just like, wow. So then the security dude, he grabs him and then hits him with like a 1-2, and then Corey's starting to fall back, and then Corey's little yes men jump the security guard at the improv. Then it's 4-on-1, but really with Corey it's 5-on-1, and then you got Joe Torre's son, Cam Torre, side swiping, like, you know, like a football move, like when they, yeah, so he does that to the security guard whose name is Jamel, and he knocks him over, so he falls to the ground, and now it's like 6 guys on one stopping the security guard who's tried to step in for me after Corey Holcomb.
Because I was gonna say, where your nigga?
That's the part that, to me, that's why I said what I said about people that stand around and watch certain things happen. They did what they were supposed to do given the circumstances. So let's say Corey Holcomb's version of the story is true. If this woman got into his face and became a threat and got into his bubble and got close to him, knowing they have issues and knowing that this woman might haul off and hit him, everybody around there didn't do anything until after shit hit the fan. Where was the security guard when shit got heated? Your security, you're supposed to diffuse and you're supposed to regulate the situation. You're not supposed to wait till people start fighting unless you're somewhere doing something and people just start fighting and you got to go and break some shit up. But if you outside, from what I'm hearing, if he was able to hear everything that was going on and immediately after Corey allegedly punched her in the face, ran up and punched Corey, he clearly saw what was going on. So you mean to tell me, you being security guard at the Hollywood Improv, you watched a woman walk up to a man and a potential altercation was about to go down and you didn't do shit until shit hit the fan? You need to turn in your damn whistle, nigga. You need to get the fuck on somewhere. You do horrible job, nigga. I do security, and trust me, I know that shit. I know what it takes to be security. That type of shit, you diffuse that before it happens. But he didn't do that. He wanted to play Captain Save a Crazy Hoe and go over there and try to do something to Corey and didn't realize that Corey was surrounded by people. Let's keep going because I want y'all to hear the rest of this.
How many niggas you got living?
Also, I just want to say Tasha K has absolutely no care in the world for this woman or her story. She has absolutely no. I've seen her do this several times with different people that have claimed that they got abused or certain things like that. She'll make jokes at everything. She'll take everything light. She does not care. She only cares about what it would do for her and her views and her pockets.
In that house with you, child. I was gonna say, where the f them niggas at?
It was like maybe 5 people with me. So
he shouldn't have even gotten that close to you to even hit you. It should have been.
it was definitely like people in between, and then my homegirl went to go get the car, and then my other homegirl, she grabbed my stuff that was like out, like my jacket and my purse and my boxes,
right.
Like that. So it was like, and then the other guy who was with us, Jerry Law, was just making sure, nobody else tried to, whatever. So he was trying to help break up the fight.
Au contraire, my guy. Shout out to I'm Serious. He said, there is nothing for this lady to gain. Nothing. This is spiteful nonsense, having others talk about it to keep it a topic. It's interesting that you said that there's nothing for this lady to gain. There was actually somebody I seen under Tasha K's Instagram, where she posted this video, and somebody was like, "Why would she be lying? What does she have? What does she have to lose, or what does she have to gain from the situation? Or she has nothing to lose, or whatever the case may be." I said, from what I see, all she's trying to do is gain from the situation. Going on the internet. Look at all the people she tagged in her post talking about Corey Holcomb being a woman beater. She tagged Tiffany Haddish, Deion Cole, Tony Woods, another comedian, Chris Griggs, or Chris, who is that? Chris Riggins, TMZ TV, Samson Crouppen. I don't even know who that is. Brody. She tagged Earthquake, Isaiah Kelly, Anthony David. Jerry Law, who Guy Tory Hart, who else is on here, man? Hope Flood, goddamn, you tagged Hope Flood. That's hilarious. Brandon T. Jackson, why are you tagging all these people? D. Ray Davis. She says sue Hollywood Improv and more for all checking. Wait, what? Why would you sue the Hollywood Improv if they have video of the altercation that needs to help you in this situation? It makes no sense. Then her hashtags: men who hit women are not men. Men who hit women are cowards. Men who hit women need to go to jail. Corey Holcomb hits a woman. Corey Holcomb punches a female. Corey Holcomb is going to jail for assault. Corey Holcomb gets arrested. Corey Holcomb goes to jail. Corey Holcomb on TMZ. Corey Holcomb punches woman. Corey Holcomb needs help. Corey Holcomb 5150 show. Corey Holcomb 5150 show sucks. I'm not even exaggerating to you. She has everything to gain from this situation because she is a unknown comedian, an unknown personality amongst the world. Only people that know her are other comedians and other people out there who she posts on the internet. There's not one person that is going to buy a comedy show ticket to see Cristina Payne do her thing. I'm sorry. I have to keep it real today, man. It's the first show back in over a month. I gotta speak my mind. I'm tired of holding myself back. This motherfucker wants to uplift her career by sparking some bullshit with Corey Holcomb because she knows the traction his name gets on the internet. Then you tease a video for weeks. Never drop it. Then you make t-shirts to sell at comedy shows to make a profit. That's showing me you trying to gain something. And then you go on a popular platform of somebody who hates Corey Holcomb and would love to publish interviews and stories that are defaming Corey Holcomb to tell your side of the story that is a contradiction. Because at one point, you guys are roasting and capping with each other and joking with each other, and he couldn't take it. Then the next one, you walking out the Improv and he mean mugging you, you mean mugging back, and he say some shit to you and y'all spark some shit. Help me understand the logic.
As well. There were some good people out there who definitely tried to jump in afterwards to try to break up the fight.
Now, Tasha K also interviewed the bodyguard in question who got into a physical altercation with Corey, and he claims that the story that Corey told was not very true. Corey went on his 5150 show to say that he put the security guard on the ground and got the best of him. But the security guard says that if it wasn't for Corey's minions, it wouldn't have went that way. Listen to what he had to say about what happened that night right here.
I'm good.
We hear you out here protecting women out here from being harassed, by men.
Protecting black women, but all women deserve to be protected, but especially the melanin enriched. The whole thing.
My nigga sound like he stepped out of a time portal from 1965. Shout out to him, though.
Thing was definitely unfortunate, but I had to step.
So you got jumped by Corey and 4 other of his his booty bandits.
That's a good way of putting it. Corey Holcomb Riders, I believe, is a hashtag that's out there. Hey, people were saying they had to secure the bag, they got to protect the money. Nobody on tour. I was really surprised, to be honest. Corey Holcomb is a large individual.
Okay.
This is these are going on sale.
Corey hates women
for free. This is just the Corey Holcomb hates women, but there are some other.
You should have just said Corey Holcomb is gay.
Oh well, hey, that too.
With 3 exclamation marks. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
We can definitely print some more out. But
okay.
But I was really surprised by the comedy community and how they reacted, given the fact that he had stepped out of his mind, really his sanity, and punched Christina, not just anywhere, but in front of the Improv, and not just in front of the Improv, but in front of the front door of the Improv. So this is literally the one of the most visible places that you can be in Melrose, and I would think that people would have stepped in to at least put him to the side to protect Christina, to let him know that what he had done was wrong, but instead they had the exact opposite reaction and did everything they could to protect Corey from me. Oh,
he said they did everything to protect Corey from him. So he's saying he would have got the upper hand on Mr. 5150 if he didn't have his minions around him. Now, do y'all believe that is the case? I'm not going to say for sure. I don't know. But let me ask the chat, man. Put a yes or no. Yes for he would have got the best of Corey, or no, Corey would have beat the brakes off him one-on-one. That's what I want to know. Yes for he would have beat down Corey if he didn't have his minions, or no, if Corey would have gave him the beats. Also, yes, where is the video? I want to see the video too. I need the video. I want to see what took place. I am almost sure I can give you an educated guess and let you know that this woman was way too close in Corey's face. Do I think she struck him first? That was I don't think that was brought up in conversation when Corey was telling his story. I think he was more so trying to get past the fact, or get the story around to, yeah, she was acting in a certain manner. She was getting up in my face, talking crazy, and I had to get that motherfucker away from me. And I'm telling you right now, any man that gets too close to a man's face, you don't ever let somebody get that close to you, because you don't know if they're going to hit you, stab you, shoot you, gouge your eyeballs out. You don't know any of that. You have to protect yourself, and I think that goes for anybody, whether you be male or female. Never get so close to somebody that they will be able to react, because at that point, it's self-defense. No police officer, or there would never be a charge against somebody who was defending themselves. If you walked up in somebody's face and somebody hit you, it's because they felt threatened. If somebody feels threatened, they are justified to defend themselves, man or woman. Keep that in mind. Let's keep going. Let's finish this up.
Okay, proud hashtag Corey Holcomb Dick Rider. So you got shirts for the game.
It's free for certain people. You know?
This is hilarious.
People earn.
You know, just
So yeah, I can see you still got all your teeth. So obviously they didn't get no licks in. If you had five of them.
No, that's what was is interesting about watching a lot of the words that Corey Holcomb has used on his show and in the aftermath. For someone that at least he talks about truth and standing on truth and 10 toes this and that, but he has definitely not told the facts of the matter. I'm 6'4", 165 pounds, and he definitely needs to handle that.
All right, yeah, all right then. Okay, you in shape, unlike Corey Holcomb. You ain't got no fat sitting around your heart. You ain't got no fatty liver.
I'm a soldier.
I'm glad that.
Yeah, she definitely is trying to troll Corey, and it didn't stop there, because right after that conversation, not even right after that conversation, but more so later on down in the interview with Cristina Payne, she also shared a story about a previous situation in the past with Corey, where she flew out, or she got flown out, or she flew herself. I don't know if she flew herself. She says she flew herself. She says that she got herself out there to be a co-host on Corey's show. Corey ended up getting her a motel room, and then she claims Corey tried to force himself into the room. See, this is another thing, man. If Corey wasn't knocking on your door, trying to push your door down, or trying to get you to open up the door to your motel so he can come in and smash, there's no forcing your way upstairs. The man had a conversation with you trying to hit. That sounds right on par with who Corey Holcomb is. Got a woman a motel room and wanted to smash. I'm sorry. I don't care if you came there to try to be a co-host on the show or whatever. Clearly, you gave him the vibes that you wanted to smash. And for those that may hear me say that and be like, how do you know she did that? I'm going to play this clip for you. All right? I'm going to play the clip for you. And there's going to be a certain part in this story that's going to make you be like, huh? Really? We'll get there in a second, man. But this is her recollecting that story of the past where Corey Holcomb got her a motel room and wanted to try and smash. Let me see. Somebody said something. He said, GMS, didn't Corey, shout out to Uncomfortable Truth. He said, GMS, didn't Corey say that the security guy was either the girl's boyfriend or husband? Yes, he said that, but that was not confirmed. And on top of that, during her interview, she did not confirm it as well. She did not say that that person was her boyfriend or husband, or that they had an intimate relationship. She just said he was the security guard. Also, as you saw before previously, when he got introduced, He didn't say anything about her being his wife or his girlfriend or his lover or anything like that. So we don't know for sure. So if I don't know for sure, I'm just going to say he was playing Captain Save-A-Ho. That's all I'm going to say. Let's keep going.
Co-host on his radio show, right? So I flew out here from Washington, D.C. And mind you, I'm from California, but I was going to Howard University, undergrad and grad. So that's why I was still in Washington, D.C. So I come back to have this meeting with him. Then he says he got me a hotel room. So I'm like, okay, I didn't flew myself out here. I guess that's the least he could do, get me a hotel room or whatever. He got me a room at this place called Dunes Inn on Wilshire Boulevard.
Okay.
It was some Rudy Poot shit. I was like, okay, but it was only going to be for a night, so whatever, I'm flying out tomorrow. But he tried to force himself upstairs, like on some, like, because he was buying the room.
Corey?
Right. Because Corey Holcomb was buying me this hotel room, motel room, mind you, that he had a right to come upstairs and it was about to go down or whatever. He was like, yeah, you know, woo, woo, woo. And I was like, huh? Like, nigga, no. I was like, I'm sorry. I recall you being married. And I, first of all, do not mess with married men. That's just something I just do not do. My parents have been married for 42 years until my mom passed away. I knew to never be that up.
He tried to come get some pussy from you in the Roach Motel.
He really thought he was about to get some because
you light skinned. He was supposed to put you in the Hilton.
Nigga, I am also Filipino. Okay, so that's why.
She ain't even all black.
Right. So that's
exactly.
why. So that's why.
Christina.
That's why I was like,
Go ahead, wanting to fuck somebody at a goddamn Roach Motel, and she's half black and Filipino. Nigga. Now, would you have gave him some if he would have got you?
Here's the part right here. Here's the part in question that I'm talking about right here. So Corey's hitting her, asking her to come upstairs so that he can smash. And she's sitting there like, oh, I don't smash married men and I don't do this and that. Tasha K is asking her now, would you have let him smash if he put you in a better hotel? Listen to this.
To the W.
No, because I don't mess with married men, period.
You started on that. You was like, no. You had to think about it for a second.
She ain't say he wasn't her type. She didn't say she wouldn't let him smash if he was single. She just said she don't mess with married men. Keep that in mind.
I was like, dude.
But if he wasn't married and he got that W hotel, would you have gave Corey Holcomb some?
I probably would have made him still wait a little bit, but like I would at least had him in a better mind frame.
Hold the fuck up. Hold on. You said you would have made him wait a little bit. So you are attracted to Corey. You are somebody that would have let Corey hit if he wasn't married. Now, allegedly, Corey said that he smashed her before already. A lot of the 5150 chat room goons have brought this to attention as well. He talked about it one day. So he probably already smashed at one point. So he probably thought that it was an easy go when he had her fly out there and put her up in a motel and was like, oh, yeah, let me come up there. And she was probably like, well, ain't you married now? Why are you trying to smash now? You married. You got a ring on your finger. He's probably like, bitch, I still fuck these hoes. So clearly, she would have let him smash if he wasn't married. Listen.
Would you have gave Corey Holcomb some?
I probably would have made him still wait a little bit, but like I would at least had him in a better mind frame of it all.
A better mind frame. How does that sound? Are there any women in the chat? I know Binky is here. I know I seen Queen Kels pull up. Shout out to Queen Kels. What does that sound like to y'all? I probably would have made a person wait a little longer to smash, and I would have had them be put in a better mind frame of it all. What does that even mean? How are you going to put a man in a better mind frame of fucking? Niggas is gonna fuck regardless. What type of mind frame are you trying to put a man in to prepare him to fuck? Niggas don't need to be put in the right mind frame. They just need a hard dick and some motherfucking space and opportunity. Am I wrong here? Am I hearing shit wrong? What are we doing? Now, immediately after this, there was a clip where they went in and started talking about Corey and his relationship with his wife and his alleged sexual deviance with his 5150 show co-host Darlene OG Ortiz. Now, I will say this. Even if you are a chat room goon, you have speculated at least once or 50 times that Corey may have smashed or is currently smashing D. Now, with that said, it is very easy to get that narrative off. The same way it is very easy to give off the narrative that Corey hates women. So if you know that there is a narrative surrounding Corey that says he hates women, it's very convenient for you to be like, Corey assaulted me, and sell t-shirts that say Corey Holcomb hates women. It's very easy to give off that narrative. Let's hear what they had to say about Corey and his relationship with D.
Dude, yeah, Corey hit Darlene.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
His wife told me.
Oh, the Puerto Rican lady?
Yeah, he said that, she caught him cheating with Darlene as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Got that. Oh, yeah. The wife told us. But they going through a divorce. She told us everything. She say he likes butt play, all types of shit, bro. Like, yeah. And I can tell a big nigga like that try to pretend he hard. They like their asses played with. I could tell. Yeah.
Girl, it's people here in Hollywood who are saying that he's gay and for real, and they got video of that to prove that. And I was like,
Ooh, shots fired, bro. Shots fired. He already know. I'll upload the recording. He don't.
There's supposed video evidence and talk around Hollywood that Corey Holcomb is gay. There's video proof of it. You mean to tell me Mr. 5150, he goes after everybody and be putting proof out on everybody and be trying to show receipts and be calling people and bringing people on the show and posting people's stuff on his show to show that they ain't shit or to show that they weirdos? You mean to tell me the people that don't like Corey, that got evidence on him to prove that he's gay, the person that talks about gay people all the time on his damn show, you mean to tell me the footage ain't out? You mean to tell me that this footage still isn't rolling around on social media? That shit would have been came out. The same way the video from the Hollywood Improv would have came out of him assaulting you. You want to know why that didn't come out? Because for one, that video most likely makes you look bad. And it makes you look like the aggressor. And you know that in this day and time, a lot of niggas is not going to go for a very aggressive woman in somebody's face acting hard and expecting not to have some type of repercussions for it. Now, like I said, me personally, if a woman got in my face and it seemed like she was about to get reckless or try to get physical, I'm walking away before it happens. Because ain't no way we going to allow it to get to the point where you hit me and now I feel like I got to hit you back. We not doing that. As a man, I'm not engaging. I'm too big. I strike too hard. It's not finna go. We not finna do that. But in this instance, what I'm getting from Corey's side of the story and his witnesses that said that talked about what happened, this woman just got too close and got into his space where he felt threatened. That's all that is. Let me finish this clip up and then we're going to move on.
I don't want that recording of his wife out saying that. I was just like, play with me if you want to. You have?
I met her in Washington, D.C. backstage at a show. And this is also when I met that pastor that was on his podcast a week ago lying about me, who
GD Jakes
invited me to a private Bible study in his hotel room during a snowstorm, trying to lay hands on a bitch. So pretty much he hired actors or some thirsty open micers to be on his show and wrote them a script and was like, we got to deny everything because the truth was out too much already. So once it went viral, like once Comedy Hype picked it up, and then TMZ wanted to break the news, but my attorney was like, "Don't say nothing yet, just chill for right now."
Man, see,
That's a cap. That's a cap, Christina. First and foremost, I want to address the part where you said, let's go back a little bit, because she said this.
Actors are some thirsty open micers to be on his show, and wrote them a script and was like, we got to deny everything because the truth was out too much already.
I just want to say, maybe she is as crazy as Corey is saying she is. Because that 5150 show episode is up. And I don't know if it's the drugs that she was selling that she might have been using, or if it was the fact that she might just be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But like, people have eyes. So like, we didn't see a script or anything. There was no script. There were just people who knew Corey and who were there talk about what happened. As a matter of fact, one of those people showed up via video chat. How did he have a script? He was at home. And then you talk about people being what? Did she say D-list comedians or something? What are you? What grade of comedian are you? That's the shit that be killing me. It's like a local artist shitting on the, I got these local artists out here trying to lie. Nigga, you a local artist. What the fuck you shaming? What are you shaming people for? You still trying to come up in this game. Tried to say that they put a plan together to try to be like, oh, well, we got to try to save face. No, it didn't seem like that at all. As a matter of fact, Corey was very quick to tell his side of the story after she went on the internet to put it out there. But let's not forget who initially let it be known that something went down. It was Corey. He said that he needed security because people do too much. He was already setting up for a potential outing. He was already putting it in the atmosphere because he probably knew that this woman, who is erratic and irrational, it seems like, was going to go and try to do something to try to tarnish his name and his image. What else kills me in this sentence? Let's keep going so y'all can hear it.
Already. So once it went viral, like once Comedy Hype picked it up, and then TMZ wanted to break the news, but my attorney was like, don't say nothing yet, just chill for right now.
man.
Her attorney told her to chill. Chill? Your attorney told you to chill. Yet you were on the internet posting up pictures of t-shirts with Corey's name on it. And I followed her. As soon as this stuff happened, I followed her to try to keep up with the story and keep up with things she was posting to see if I could see inconsistencies in how she moved. If you talk to your lawyer told you to chill out, or your lawyer told you just to leave it alone for right now, why were you still on the internet posting Corey Holcomb is a woman beater and all this type of stuff about Corey on your story? Why are you making t-shirts? If I was Corey or people on Corey's team, I would have screenshot everything she posted. And as soon as they get, because if I was Corey, now here's another thing. If I was Corey in this situation, I would have been just as profusely trying to get the footage from that night, just as she is. Because if my story checks out, I want to be the one to put that out there. As a matter of fact, it'll look more convincing on my end for me to get the footage and put it out there before she did, to show y'all I didn't do what she's accusing me of doing. I'm gonna show y'all right here. She got too close to me. She was in my face. She was pointing and doing all this extra shit. I had to mush this bitch out of my face. And what's even more common sense in this situation is the people that follow Corey and know that's not going to deter them from messing with Corey or watching his show or being a fan of his. If anything, they're going to be like, yeah, that's what that bitch deserved. I can hear it now. You don't have, and then on top of that, what do you have a lawyer for? Where's the lawsuit? Your lawyer told you to chill out? Why isn't Corey behind bars? Why isn't there no files charged? Where's the charge? Where's the criminal charge against Corey for assaulting you? Since there's video evidence and multiple witnesses. Where is it? It's very interesting to me that none of those things have been put out there. But it is Tuesday night, you guys. It is Tuesday night. And Corey Holcomb has to do a 5150 show tonight. And I will almost guarantee that he saw that Tasha K interview or the clips that were posted about him. You guys are going to be able to see and hear his reaction live tonight on the 5150 show. So, of course, you guys are going to be tuning in. I'm going to be watching to see what's going on. I don't believe her story. I truly don't. Too many holes and no consistency to her story at all. It just doesn't make sense. Like, even in her story of how she says things went down, it doesn't make sense that he said, fuck you looking at, bitch. And you say, fuck you looking at. And then he said, oh, your mom was a bitch. Oh, your mom was a bitch. And then they just start fighting. Or Corey just reached through two people and hit her. Like, first of all, what were those two people doing in front of you? Were they holding you back? Or were they holding Corey back? Because if they were holding you back, that means that you were the threat at the moment. You were the aggressor. You were somebody that was trying to get to him to possibly do something to him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Interesting story, but you guys will hear more about that tonight on the 5150 show. So make sure y'all tuning in and show your support. Matter of fact, if you are listening right now, if you are tuned in and watching this live right now, hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Also, if you want to support the GMS show in a big way, you can send a super chat if you like, or hit me on the Cash App, man, because YouTube likes to take from people, and we don't want them to take from the people we support. So if you want to support directly to the GMS show, man, the Cash App is right below. I much appreciate it. And I would thank you for your support. Now, as we move forward, man, we got a couple topics to talk about before we get out of here. I got some things I need to do and take care of. But if you guys didn't hear about this, Joy Taylor. She has been the topic of conversation lately because she is a FS1 employee alongside Skip Bayless and a few other individuals. A woman who was a former hairstylist at FS1 filed a lawsuit against Fox Sports and FS1 and multiple other individuals, claiming that a network exec used his position to sexually harass her, and says she refused a $1.5 million offer from former FS1 host Skip Bayless to have sex with him in a lawsuit obtained by FOS. Now, some of this stuff was posted on the internet. We're going to read some of this, man. This is part B. Mr. Dixon gives Miss Taylor undisputed as a reward for having sex with him. This is what was posted in this lawsuit. It says in approximately March 2016, Miss Faraji met Miss Taylor, an inspiring sports personality that had recently moved from Miami to Los Angeles for the opportunity of airtime at Fox. At the time, Miss Taylor did not have a regular position, but would fill in on a day-by-day basis when talent was sick or otherwise missed time. Miss Taylor told Miss Faraji that she was recently wed by her husband, remained in Miami, and that she was lonely in Los Angeles. Miss Taylor then befriended Miss Faraji. First of all, I'm sorry. If your wife moves all the way across the country for a job, nigga, you got to go too. I'm sorry, but that you had to see the signs that she wasn't somebody that was too faithful, my guy. In approximately May 2016, Miss Taylor asked Miss Faraji to meet for a drink in Santa Monica. When Miss Faraji arrived, she found Miss Taylor with an older man, Fox Sports Executive Vice President of Content, Mr. Dixon. As Executive Vice President, Mr. Dixon is responsible for overseeing all content and production on FS1. However, did not know Mr. Dixon, the woman in question. So Miss Faraji is the former hairstylist in question that's filing a lawsuit. She says, when Mr. Dixon went to buy them another round of spicy margaritas, Miss Faraji asked who he was. Miss Taylor responded that he was just a friend. Following that night, whenever Miss Faraji would meet with Miss Taylor for drinks for food, Mr. Dixon would either arrive with Miss Taylor or show up later in the night and leave with Miss Taylor. He would always buy rounds of drinks and or food. From their body language, Miss Faraji suspected that the pair were sleeping with each other. And although this concerned Miss Faraji, as she knew Miss Taylor was recently married, Miss Faraji kept her opinions to herself, as anybody should do. It's not your business. If the bitch want to cheat, let her cheat. In approximately June 2016, while at work, Miss Faraji noticed Mr. Dixon in the elevator. Surprised by the coincidence, Miss Faraji found Miss Taylor and told her excitedly the guy who always buys our drinks was in the elevator. Miss Taylor quickly silenced Miss Faraji, explaining who he was. Miss Faraji became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that such a relationship was unsafe. Miss Taylor told her not to worry about it. Miss Faraji continued to be friends with Miss Taylor, but tried to distance herself as she considered the situation dangerous as well as morally wrong, as Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were both married. I'm going to say something. I'm going to keep it real with this last sentence here. The woman in question didn't give a fuck about that relationship. If you felt so strongly about something, why would you still be friends with somebody who you weren't even friends with for that long? A month? But you felt like y'all friendship was so strong that you had to continue to be friends with somebody you felt was engaging in something dangerous or engaging in something that would come back on her in a negative way, or even put you in a position to be messed over in your job title. I don't know, but I wouldn't stick around being cool with somebody if I felt uncomfortable and I felt like it was unsafe what was happening. But people like to put that in there to try to make themselves look better. Anyway, in approximately July 2016, word spread amongst Fox's employees about a new show that was going to be a big deal, as it would star Mr. Bayless and Shannon Sharp. It was known that Fox was looking for a woman with significant TV experience to also star. Therefore, it came as a surprise when Fox announced that Miss Taylor, who was a bartender and radio host in Miami with very little TV experience, would be the moderator of the new show, a sports debate program, Skip and Shannon Undisputed. Now, I will say, just because you are a bartender and a radio host does not mean you aren't equipped to do something that you might be interested in doing. Doesn't mean you couldn't have been practicing that on the side. Now, also being a radio host means you being a host of something gives you hosting experience. So, and we also have seen a lot of radio personalities be on TV. We see it. It's not uncommon for radio personalities to go to TV. All right. I'm saying that because, you know, putting this in a lawsuit is like, oh, you know, it's kind of just at the same time, regardless if she was around there giving niggas back shots or letting them give her back shots, being a radio host and a bartender shouldn't discredit you in being somebody who moves up in life. All right, I'm just trying to give her a little bit of bail. Mr. Bayless later disclosed to Miss Faraji that he did not want Miss Taylor on the show, but Mr. Dixon was adamant that Miss Taylor should star. At first, Mr. Dixon arranged a dinner between Mr. Bayless and Miss Taylor, where she arrived in provocative clothing and acted in a provocative manner. When that did not change Mr. Bayless's opinion of Miss Taylor, Mr. Dixon asked him to approve of her as a favor to him. Reluctantly, Mr. Bayless agreed to do so as a favor to his friend. So that right there in itself, to me, is some type of an admission of guilt. An admission of guilt of the sort where you are smashing this lady for a job and she wanted to get smashed for a job opportunity. Okay. this isn't uncommon. This isn't something that is new to the world. But clearly, she needed a position on FS1. So Mr. Dixon put her in position to get on the show. That's what I read. That's just what I read right now. And he said, Skip, please. This woman is bad. You see them titties? Do you see them titties? Please let her moderate the show. She ain't even got to say much, man. She just got to moderate the show, bro. Please. I told her, man. I already told her she got the job. Skip, please, nigga. Damn. Don't make me fire you now. You know how niggas get, like, they try to get, he a higher up. He was trying to get his way, but at the same time, you know, if a nigga, if they ain't budget, then they gonna try to throw their nuts around. Like, nigga, I'm your boss. That pussy is good. I am your boss. You gonna let her be a moderator, goddammit. Now, last but not least, it says around August 2016, Miss Faraji attended a dinner with Miss Taylor and her husband and Mr. Dixon and his wife. So Mr. Dixon was married at the time. During the dinner, Miss Taylor's husband became suspicious that Miss Taylor and Mr. Dixon were having a sexual relationship. Soon after the dinner, Miss Taylor's husband found evidence of the inappropriate relationship and divorced Miss Taylor. In approximately September 2016, Undisputed started. Miss Taylor requested Miss Faraji to do her hair in approximately November 2016 after not allowing anyone to touch her hair. Let me tell you something. There was also more on this lawsuit, and apparently Joy Taylor was going to allegedly claim that she had been scraped by Mr. Dixon as a way to try to save her marriage. If that was the case, shame on her. And she is probably the worst example of a woman to discredit any other woman that has actually been through a situation where they were sexually assaulted. One thing I can't stand is a raggedy bitch who will use sexual assault or physical abuse as a means to try to save herself from scrutiny and taking accountability and facing the consequences of her own actions. There are so many women out here who have been through horrendous things in life, who have to walk around with real trauma only for a wide open pussy bitch to sit up there and say, oh, you know, I'm just going to say you raped me. No. No. Unacceptable. We're not going for that. Now, once again, I don't know if this is true. I don't know. I'm hearing that's what was in the lawsuit that she said she was going to do to try to save her marriage. Now, there's been videos back circulating, pictures circulating of Joy, because even after that, they found out that Joy was having a possible sexual relationship with her co-host by the name of, is he Emmanuel? Whatever his name is, Akko. Whoever this nigga is. I forgot his name that quick. I don't know why I think. Is his name Emmanuel? Is his name? All I keep seeing is his last name on the internet, but this is hilarious. He said, if you ever see me smiling this big with my socks off at a girl's house, just assume the worst, which is what is happening here. They clearly were enjoying each other's time in another setting other than FS1 Studios. All right? Now, I will say this too. If you have two individuals who are single and they work together and they're always around each other 24/7, there's a good chance that these people might engage in a more than friendly relationship. This is not uncommon in this atmosphere. So when people always act shocked when they hear shit like this, but it's the truth, man. This shit goes on way more than you think. Like, regular niggas at a regular 9-to-5 job have work wives and work husbands and all this other shit. So what do you think these people are going to do? People that are making 6 figures a year or maybe more, what do you think they're going to do? Go out, spend some money, get drunk, have some sex? What do you think is going to happen? So it wasn't surprising for me to hear that. What was funny, though, what was hilarious, now we all know that guy, the guy that sits up there and wants to be a part of everything. He wants to, he wants to desperately be a person that had a shot at something that everybody else had a shot at, knowing damn well he didn't. We all know the guy that didn't get chose back in the day, and once he got in a position in life to financially take care of himself, now all of a sudden he feels like he's the prize. I think this man, Jason Whitlock, is so big that it clouds his judgment. I feel like he has too much fat around his head that his brain doesn't get enough oxygen to the point where he can be so self-aware that he would never say anything like this. Listen to this.
I know what I'm capable of. And that big rack of hers that she showed off constantly, it's just, and that peanut butter skin with that big rack, like, Jay, keep your distance.
He said, Jay, keep your distance. Let me tell you something, Jason Whitlock. It didn't matter if you didn't kept your distance. It don't matter if you stood next to her every day. It don't matter if you tried to hang out with this woman on a regular basis. I'm telling you right now, Joy would have never let you hit. It don't matter how much money you made. It don't matter your popularity. It don't matter your connections. Joy would have never let your big, burly, stankin' ass hit. For you to even, you looking at that big rack, you sound like a nigga that only gets off at porn. You don't sound like somebody that get bitches. You ain't sound like nobody that got a girlfriend or somebody that ever been in a relationship or ever had a woman touch him in his life. You sitting there talking about that big rack of hers that she shows off every day. Those big round melons, that peanut butter skin. You sound like you live on Pornhub, bro. As a matter of fact, Jason Whitlock, at your horniest, I will take an educated guess and say that you still think about chicken, mashed potatoes, hamburgers, dumplings, turkey legs, macaroni and cheese, hot butter biscuits. Something tells me that you won't allow yourself to get horny enough to smash a chick because you just might get hungry. We don't want to hear it. My man would rather stick his non-existent penile compunctions in a bucket of Kentucky Fried rather than a woman. I will give you the educated guess and assumption that that is true. The only breast and thighs you engage in is a 10-piece crispy. Don't you ever set yourself up for some shit like that again, man. Jason Whitlock is the most horrible person on this planet. Now, as these lawsuits and more information unfold, I'm going to keep y'all posted over here at the GMS show, so make sure y'all tune in as we continue to go. Now, another thing that I want to bring up now before we get out of here, man, just before we get out of here, I got to talk about this, man. Dwight Howard and Shaq. The beef continues. Now, if anybody out there pays attention to the NBA and over the years and was around watching the era of basketball that displayed Dwight Howard in his prime, you all know that once he started to use the Superman moniker, it shook Shaq to his core. Because Shaq believes that he was the only Superman in the NBA. Now, it sparked a back and forth over the years. To me, it sounded like Shaq was hating. And Shaq is one of my favorite players of all time. Matter of fact, the favorite player of all time. There is nobody that I put above Shaq. And the only reason that is is because I'm a big nigga too. And I played center when I played basketball. And I knew when I watched Shaq that he was the greatest center of all time before he retired. I related to Shaq. So that's why he was my favorite player of all time. Not because he was the most athletic, because he made the most shots, or he was the most flashy player in the world. He just was a great player. And I related to him. But that shit don't mean that this nigga's not sensitive. Shaq be hating, and Shaq is very insecure and very sensitive when people say shit to him. And I'll say this because he always brings up his accolades. He's achieved a lot in his lifetime. That's one thing you got to give Shaq. He's achieved a lot in his professional career as a basketball player and off the court. Incredible businessman. He knows how to keep money circulating. He knows how to go to bed and have money still be made for him. You have to give him that. But to bring it up in conversations with other people when people try to either disagree with you or check you on something or try to bring up something that has to do with your career, you bring up the rings, you bring up who you played with. If these things mean that much to you to where they shut the conversation down, you ain't even got to bring it up. People already know what you do, Shaq. People already know what you do. People already know that you one of the GOATs. There's no reason to continue to bring up how many rings you got. We know how many rings you got. We watched it. We seen it. Rest in peace to Kobe. One of the greatest basketball duos of all time. We know. But Shaq is sensitive, and there's no way around it. Now, Dwight was on a show. The COD show, whatever that is. What is that? I don't know what that says. But he was on a show, and he had some words for Shaq because the topic came up. It's very well known that Shaq has a dislike for this man. So Dwight went on this show, and he had this to say about Shaq. Listen up.
And that was the thing that I hated the most, is the fact that he always thought I was trying to be him or be like him. But again, if I wanted to be you or be like you, shouldn't you take that as a compliment and to show how great you are as a player and a person?
Yeah.
I ain't never wanted to be Shaq in any level. Now, have I wanted to take certain things from him, his life, and implement for my life?
Of
Hell
course.
yeah, I do that with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, all these people. Why? Because they have certain things that I'm like, hey, I could use that and make myself better.
Yeah.
I see how Magic Johnson smiled all the time. I'm gonna smile.
Yes.
All he did was smile.
Yeah, I
and
forgot
have a
about
good
that.
time.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I smile?
Yeah.
Magic Johnson smiled and got him all this stuff. So let me smile. All right, Shaq, I just never, he's 7'3", 7'2", big old, that's him. Never disrespecting him.
Yeah.
But he's always had something to say. And, you know, there's times where I gotten upset and I'm like, yo, Shaq, just gotta stop, man.
Oh, so you actually talked to him about it?
I tried to. I literally, during Dancing with the Stars, somebody said that they're really close with Shaq and they were working with me. And I said, hey, man, do you mind sending Shaq a message, you know, to try to figure out like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Can we have a sit down conversation? Because every conversation or every time I hear or see something about you is you disrespecting me on some type of level. And at this point, I'm like, do we need to throw hands? Like, what are we doing? Because I have not ever, like, for me, the only thing I would do with Shaq is mimic his voice. Do like that. But what else can I mimic him about? Like, Shaquille O'Neal is the most dominant center ever.
But yeah.
But again, he keep saying stuff about me. So it's like, hey, bro, do you really want to, like, do we need to go ahead and squabble?
So I will say this. I agree with his take on somebody wanting to be like somebody. If you're Shaq, right, the most dominant center in that has ever played the game of basketball, one of the most popular superstars to come out of the league, there are several kids that came up wanting to be like Shaq, who was inspired by Shaq. I was one of them. But see, when somebody carries envy in their heart, when they carry a certain complex about themselves that makes them feel like they are the only one, main character syndrome, they will take somebody being inspired as a slight or somebody trying to take over or try to step on their legacy. When Dwight put on the Superman outfit for the dunk contest, instead of Shaq being admired and being, wow, this person is paying homage to me, he was like, oh, why are you trying to steal my moniker? Why are you trying to steal the Superman cape? I am Superman. I am Shaq. I am the one that put this S on my chest. You are Dwight Howard. There's no S in your name. I am Superman because my name is Shaq. There's an S there. Don't you see the S on my chest? He was gatekeeping a whole superhero. Does that not sound like some sensitive shit? How you gonna gatekeep Superman? Shaq, you not even Superman. What if what if DC came to you and said, hey, you gonna have to cut it out with that Superman shit, Shaq. Come on now. Let's be real. Now, Shaq got wind of this, went to his Twitter page, and said this in response to that interview. He said, Dwight Howard, the fact you think I care about you is funny, but I won't ever bring your name up again. Sensitive big man, a jokester that can't take a joke, won't ever say your name again, ever again. Have a great day, and now you have been deleted. Have a great day. This was some sassy shit, by the way. I'm sorry. Shaq, that was some sassy shit. You can't be like, oh, I won't ever say your name again, ever again. Have a great day, and now you have been deleted. Have a great day. Hashtag, I never cared. Hashtag, trust me. Hashtag, don't need validation. You do. Hashtag, stay off podcast. Hashtag, the fact you think I care is funny. Hashtag, you gotta show respect to the great. What? Hashtag, now you're dead to me? Shaq, you too grown to be putting these hashtags up, my G. Way too grown to be putting up these hashtags. Dwight actually responded. Dwight responded, and what I think was probably the best response he had, which got a lot more likes and attention than Shaq's post. What he said was, I know you care, because your insecure ass been hating and talking shit for 20 years. You too big to be this insecure. I hope you don't bring my name up again. 52 years old, tweeting me and still hating. Now, all this time you was joking. You always been jealous. Jealous of Kobe, Penny, D Wade. You jealous of Charles too. Go move around, big lazy insecure ass. I still have that long 5-paragraph direct message you sent me a couple years ago telling me that I'm not that great to hate. And you still doing it. It's 2025. Grow the hell up and move on. Yeesh. Dwight Howard got a little bit more sassy with him. Hey, where's the lie though? Hey, shout out to Joe Thompson for the 10 in the super sticker, man. Sending the super sticker. Shout out to you for supporting the GMS show in a big way. You can support by sending a super chat or a super sticker or becoming a member of the GMS show, like a few that already have. Shout out to Trauma. I see a couple of y'all. As well as hitting the Cash App that is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you want to support the GMS show in a big way, you can. Shout out to Joe Thomas. Now, Shaq calling somebody a sensitive big man probably has to be the most contradicting sentence I've ever seen in my life. You cannot be more of a sensitive big man than somebody who is 7'3", weighing 300 pounds. It's not working, man. You can't call somebody else a sensitive big man when you the most sensitive big nigga in the world. Shaq responded to this. He responded. Shaq said, I still don't care. He said, I still don't care. Nice move. I see what you're doing. Your legacy is your new podcast. That's how you will be remembered, and you need views. Damn, I taught you well. Great job, Hall of Fame podcaster, but still don't care. You need the sit down. You need my validation. I don't need yours. How will you be remembered? Think about that podcast, boy. I have an empire to run. Now leave me, son. I've been talking 20 years, but you want to squabble at 50. Well, I decline. I'm too old. Again, nice move. Love you, son. Of course you decline the squabble, because that'll be a legendary squabble. That nigga's not a little nigga either. And Shaq, yes, you are getting up in age there. You hardly can move off the table at NBA on TNT. Rest in peace to the TNT squad. They had to move somewhere else, but still. Come on, family. You can't be out here talking about how you don't care, but then proceed to send 1,000 messages and typing paragraphs. People that don't care don't type paragraphs, man. He said, wait now, 7 feet, don't mess with that. They both big as hell. They both some big niggas. It'll be, to me, I think that'll be a fair fight. I honestly feel like that would be a fair fight. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Dwight Howard. Let's see. Dwight Howard is 6'10". I don't see his weight on here, but I know he's most likely 200-something pounds. Let's see Shaq. Shaq is it says he's 7'1" and 300-something pounds. So 6'9" versus 7'1". They both in the upper 200s, and Shaq is about 300-something pounds. That's a fair fight to me. That's a fair fight. So if they need to squabble, they need to squabble. But if you're not finna squabble, shut the fuck up on the internet. You two grown-ass men. It don't need to go that route. Now, off that subject, because I'm tired of talking about Dwight Howard and Shaq. Shout out to you, Daryl, man. Shout out to you. Happy New Year to the Green Room and the GMS family, man. I appreciate y'all. And shout out to everybody that made it into the new year. We have some people that did not get to make it to 2025. Rest in peace. And my love and my condolences go to anybody out there who is watching or watching later on after the show is posted. If you lost somebody that you love, lost somebody that you care about that didn't make it to 2025, I'm sending you my love and condolences. And also shout out to you for making it here, man. I hope you last through this year as well, on to the next. All right. Now, one last thing I'm gonna do before we get out of here, man. You know, we got to get to my like section, man. In the like section is such a great place for me because I love watching the things that come up on the internet, and I like laughing with my GMS fam. So what I'm gonna do here is play you this freestyle, man. There's a guy here from New York who loves to rap, man, and I love the passion, man. I love the passion. One thing I love is when people can just freestyle. It ain't got to be the best freestyle in the world. You ain't got to be the most lyrical. It ain't got to be the most the most gratifying and capturing freestyle of all time. It's just if you out there rapping and you rhyming, you having fun with it, I love it. All right. Now we got my mans here in these streets freestyling for everybody, but one thing he can't do is say, I told my niggas chill. I told niggas chill. I tell niggas chill. He could not stop saying it. And they tried to challenge him to stop saying it in a freestyle, and he could not help himself. Watch this.
Can you freestyle without saying, I told ninjas chill?
Just don't say, I told people chill.
They don't call me red for a reason. I catch you in every season. Niggas see me for a reason, cause I'm with God. Tell niggas chill.
No, you gotta say, you can't say, I told niggas chill. No, don't fold. You folded on camera? I told you, you just can't say, I told niggas chill. That's all you just can't say, I told niggas chill. Bro, your first freestyle, you said, I told niggas chill. Back to back to back to back to back.
All right, I tell niggas chill.
No, you can't start like that.
A nigga's telling you, you cannot say, I tell niggas chill in your raps. And the first thing you do when you get back to rapping again is say this.
You said, I told niggas chill. Back to back to back to back to back.
All right, I tell niggas chill.
No, you can't start like that. Nah, bro, if you gonna freestyle for me, you can't say I told niggas chill no more. Anything but that line.
Where you find them from?
No.
Where you find them from?
Go ahead.
You want to record, nigga? Where you find them from?
Okay.
You want to hear gangsta? I'ma give it to him. Pause. I tell niggas chill.
No! No! Are you going? I'm just saying, come on, what are you doing?
I'm a ghostwriter.
All right,
He can't help it.
I write for Drake. I tell niggas.
No,
You want to hear no nigga?
No, bro, no.
Basically, just tell me you want to hear nigga.
No, I'm saying, let me hear something different than I told niggas chill. You've been saying that.
Watch this.
All right, go ahead. Don't say that. Just don't say that.
Off, though, bro. Now you recording.
I'm recording you. You say you was nice.
I ain't gotta say that I'm nice though. I've been here for 43 years. Matter of fact, 44. Everybody talking like the hot wanna be hot. I don't give a damn, nigga. Put the teapot on. Somebody probably bowling, have some shit in the head. Niggas wanna be dead. Now you gonna give me some 50-cent shit. I don't give a damn. I'm from Brooklyn. And everybody talking about the hands hooked in, but they ain't doing shit because the hands ain't moving. Tell niggas chill.
No! It's over. It's over. That's it. I'm done.
I tell niggas chill. That is the greatest line of all time. I tell niggas chill. I be saying that shit sometimes now just because of this nigga right here. We need to make sure we keep that alive. At any moment, man, just tell niggas chill, bro. I tell niggas chill. That's gotta be the moniker, bro. That's gotta be what you do now. Like, any freestyle or anytime you out here freestyling and you got some raps on you, man, just say that line and I'm gonna tell you to make everything better. Sign him the bad boy, exactly, so he can go over there and tell Diddy to chill, nigga. He walked through the freak out and be like, I tell niggas chill. You got too much baby oil. I tell niggas chill. What you go over there doing, Diddy? Why you over there fucking that joint? I tell niggas chill. Meek Mill. I'm done, man. I'm fucking done, man. Hey, it's been a good show back, man. We kicked it today. We spoke some shit today, and we got some things off of our chest, and we paid attention to what mattered out here in the social media universe. And I appreciate every single one of y'all for pulling up. GMS fam, the green room. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Follow me on my socials. I'll follow everybody back. Make sure that you share this live. And also, let me see you in the comment section, man, when this live is over. Not just in this live chat, but when the live is over, head to that comment section and leave a comment there on the GMS show. You can probably do it now if you like to. Everybody that's watching, man, everybody that participated in the live chat, man, go to your little comment box, go to the comments, and leave a comment for your boy. Let me know what you thought of the show. Let's go. Put a GMS in the chat. Put a GMS in the chat. Shaq and Dwight chill. Shaq said, you ain't shit, boy. I told niggas chill. Dwight said, you been jealous of Kobe and D Wade, and I told niggas chill. Sending the 10 and the super sticker. I appreciate it, man. Supporting the GMS show in a big way. I appreciate every single one of y'all that pulled up today. It's been a good show back. We're gonna do a lot more shows during the week. I won't have to hold my microphone no more because I do have a mic stand that came with it. I just need a place to put it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make that happen very soon. I'm move away from my couch. I got a desk coming. I got some things coming, man. You know, I moved in a new place recently, so I'm just getting a whole bunch of shit together. So bear with me, man. If you want to help support that, man, you can, man. You see the Cash App down there. You say, hey, man, this is for to put towards the desk, you big bitch. You're like, all right, man, calm down. I told niggas chill. GMS fam, the green room has been real, man. One love to everybody in the chat, man. I thank y'all for supporting me, man. We're going to be back later this week. Dropping more content, dropping more lives, man. Much love and appreciation, man. GMS fam, we out.